Welcome to Bauhaus Week Ahead. Week 14. This is where financial and geopolitical landscapes collide in a high-stakes chess match. President Trump's looming tariff blitz and the record-breaking surge in gold have world markets bracing for an eventful week. Volatility, uncertainty, political heat, it's all happening. A tariff storm is incoming. Markets are reeling as Trump threatens to unveil sweeping new tariffs as early as April 2nd. Equity futures took a hit on Sunday, extending a 4-day losing streak across major indices. Goldman Sachs now warns that the risk of a U.S. recession has climbed to 35%, and the ECB is already mapping out multiple rate cuts to counteract the fallout. If these tariffs go into effect, expect inflation to spike, global trade to feel the squeeze, and economic stability to hang in the balance. All eyes are on Washington. This could mean higher prices at the register. Meanwhile, gold is having its golden moment. Prices soared to $3,106 an ounce this week as traders rushed to safe havens. With Treasury yields dropping and whispers of inflation growing louder, the yellow metal is taking center stage. But this isn't just a standard risk-off play, it's a macro hedge. Traders are bracing for prolonged instability, potential rate cuts, and geopolitical crossfire. In real estate and construction, shifting economic tides are shaping the market. Mortgage rates are holding firm at an elevated 6.8% for a 30-year fixed-rate loan, putting a damper on buyer enthusiasm. Pending home sales in February saw a modest 2% increase, but transactions remain down 3.6% year over year. Looking at key regions, San Francisco's high-end properties are thriving, with top-tier home values climbing nearly 4% in the past year, reaching an average of $1.91 million. Meanwhile, lower-tier properties have remained relatively flat. On the construction front, high interest rates and inflation continue to pose challenges, but companies like Amrise, soon to spin off from Holcim, are targeting strong growth, projecting annual adjusted EBITDA increases of 8 to 11% from 2025 to 2028. So, what's the takeaway? This week is all about anticipation versus action. Markets are tense. Data is fluid. Investors are watching policy pivots, geopolitical flare-ups, and murmurs of rate cuts. But beneath the noise lies opportunity for those who stay focused, adapt, and act strategically. At Bauhaus Group, we don't sit on the sidelines. We build, we own, we operate. And this week, we adapt. For real estate investors, keep a close watch on regional CPI reports, mortgage lending trends, and demographic shifts. While national headlines tell one story, the real movements in cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York tell another. For construction professionals, brace for volatility in material costs as tariffs hit imported components. Get ahead, review vendor contracts, negotiate bulk purchases, and fine-tune logistics before supply chains start shaking. For our clients and partners, know this: tangible assets like real estate, infrastructure, and physical operations are back in vogue. In a world of AI bubbles and digital hype, bricks still matter. So does reputation, so does strategy. And now, a note from the founder. Let me step away from the news cycle for a moment and speak directly to you, our listeners, clients, team members, and the larger community. I've walked construction sites before dawn, where drilling rigs meet concrete. I've negotiated leases in buildings we built from the ground up. I've sat across the table from investors, regulators, inspectors, educators, tenants, and business leaders. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: volatility is not the enemy. It's an invitation, an opportunity, an invitation to adapt, to think smarter, to act sharper, to stay ahead. And that opportunity leads to growth. This week will challenge markets and consumers. There's no doubt about that. But while others chase headlines or retreat in fear, Bauhaus leans in, with grit, with clarity, with data, with intention. Whether you're managing a building, a portfolio, or simply your time, remember, strong decisions are built on awareness, adaptability, and the courage to ask better questions. Because every foundation we pour, every deal we structure, every insight we share, is not just about this quarter, it's about the legacy we're building and the future we're shaping while navigating the present. So, to everyone watching the world shift beneath their feet, I say, breathe deep, stay nimble, and look for the signal in the noise. And as always, stay sharp, stay curious, and above all, stay Bauhaus. Like, follow, and subscribe to our social media channels for more market insights and analysis.